What's up, everybody? Cowboy C3. I got my boy DJ back with me again. We said we were gonna talk about this damn draft, man. So, you know,
Yes, sir.
it's this week. Um, you got the Cowboys with this crazy rumor going on about these trades to try to move up, and then you got the Giants potentially moving in to kind of ruin everything. Yeah, a little draft drama. It's it's cool. Good for the ratings. That's what is minimal.
Mm,
I don't even
just
know
a
if
little
this.
bit.
We'll talk about it, man. But I don't even know if this entire trade talk. I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest. Like, but we'll dissect it a little bit, and then we'll talk about these position and needs, and we'll, you know, it's the Cowboys find themselves in a funny predicament. And but I mean, you can. It is definitely something that you can make the most out of, for sure, for sure. At least I think it is. Let's talk about it here next on Cowboy Spit.
Here we go! Yeah, here we go! Wait, take Cowboys.
Throws back of the end zone. There's CeeDee Lamb.
What's going on, everybody? Cowboy C3 with my boy DJ.
What's going on?
Giants. Kind of, it's kind of Cowboy news, man. They trade their defensive tackle, Dexter Lawrence.
Sexy Dexys out of there.
That's and you trade him, for you got the number 10 choice already. Well, you trade Lawrence to the Bengals for Dexter you trade Lawrence to the Bengals for the number 10 pick. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. And he signed a 1-year, $28 million extension with the Bengals. So now the Giants got the 5th and the 10th pick. Which there was kind of some discussion on whether they would take, a linebacker or a running back. Shit, now you get both. Now you get both. Potentially. Right? Potentially. Does that take Sonny Styles off the plate for the Cowboys? Like, is this whole trade talk, is it even worth it anymore?
Man, honestly, bro, it really do depend on what they do with that 5th and 10th.
But if you're gonna make a move, if you're gonna make a move though, D, you gotta make that move before the 10th pick.
Yeah. Because at number 5, look at all the players that's gonna be out there. Now with Lawrence gone in the middle of the defense, think of who their head coach is, though.
Right.
They want to solidify that side of the ball. And everybody's whole philosophy was, they're going to go in there and they're going to jump on Jeremiah Love. I don't see that happening from Jim Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? So now you've got to work off that side of the ball at number 5.
Right. So you've got Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, Titans, Giants, Browns, Commanders, Saints, Chiefs, Giants. So looking at these teams, you have to almost ask yourself, okay, if I'm the Giants, is 5 too high for a linebacker?
It depends on how you view that linebacker. I mean, right? Because Micah Parsons went top 5.
Agreed. It's Sonny Styles, Micah Parsons.
I mean, that's the argument, right?
What do you think?
That's I think he can be, but again, once you get into the league, man, injuries is gonna tell the tale, honestly.
Okay.
That's really who makes all of these Hall of Fame linebackers. Look at
Parsons went 5th, or what did he go? 5th or 6th to the Cowboys, whatever it was. No, he went 10th
yeah.
to the Cowboys.
No,
Something like
he
that,
wasn't
right?
that low.
I
I
think
don't
he
think he
was.
that low, bro.
But check this out. Because he dropped, remember? And he kept saying, if I'm going to drop, please drop to Dallas, right? But if he, let's say, Styles, is his ceiling as high as Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
You think?
I think you can move him around and be able to rush the pass and do all the shit that Micah was able to do, at his height with the Cowboys. Yeah.
I don't.
No?
No. I think that he is a true outside linebacker. He played middle in college, right? But I think he's an outside linebacker. We're about to talk about him, and we're about to dig into him here in just a second. Pause. Not that. We're about to get in, we're about to get into the whole Sonny Styles discussion and why I think that this might be
a reach.
I just don't want it to be the classic Cowboy reach. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I think that there are players that you can get in the draft that will give you just as much production. Now, his numbers are great, and I'll show them to you in just a second. His numbers are fantastic, but you're talking about a converted safety, moved him down to linebacker. He literally grew out of playing safety,
right?
But he can cover, right? He can cover, and I just don't think. When I think of a linebacker, I think of a guy stepping in the holes, filling holes, and just knocking heads. And I don't think that he's that type of player.
Okay, let me. I don't know if you remember this player or not. Damn.
Who are you thinking about?
My boy, he was all world, man. He played not no damn Sean Lee, bro. He Sean Lee too. I mean, you could move him around and plug, but Sean Lee suffered from injuries, like we have talked about before.
When he was healthy though, right?
Yeah.
Was Sean Lee the type of now? Sean Lee made a lot of tackles. He made a lot of tackles, but Sean Lee was not that type of guy to just stick his nose in there. And I'm talking about Bobby Wagner.
I remember the guy. No, yeah, right? I remember the guy's name that I'm talking about. Sonny Styles reminds me of damn, every time I get ready to say his name, it just evaporates off my tongue. But he used to play for the Patriots, and they traded him to Cleveland, and then they traded him back to New England.
Willie McGinnis?
No. Damn it.
You're gonna have to
Jeez Louise. Man, as soon as we stop talking about him, I'll remember his name. Because as soon as we said Sean Lee, Jamie Collins.
Okay, Jamie Collins. Got you.
He was an all-around type of character. And that's kind of what I see from Sonny Styles. A guy who can get out in the flat, he can cover, he can rush the passer, he can fill lanes. Kind of an all-around type of guy. And that's what I mean about he can fill that gap that Micah Parsons, like he can play like Micah, because in addition to getting after the passer and filling the run lanes, he can get out into an open field and cover like a safety.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Is he gonna fill holes like Luke Kuechly? I'm not gonna.
You don't really want to know. I'm not gonna say Ray Lewis. I'm not as high on Luke Kuechly as most people.
I am. The dude filled holes and made tackles. That's what you want your linebacker to do. I want my linebacker to be tough and play from tackle to tackle and fill that entire middle. Running back comes through the middle. I want you to put your face mask in his chest and knock him backwards. That's what I want my linebacker to do. And I just don't think Sonny Styles is that guy.
You saw Luke Kuechly as Brian Urlacher.
No, I like Patrick Willis,
Okay.
Navarro Bowman.
Yeah. And you don't think Sonny Styles is that guy?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't. But let's
Okay.
talk about it. Okay, let's
Yeah.
talk about it. These are the Cowboys' needs. Okay, these are your stat leaders. Record was 7-9. We talked about this last week. Your biggest needs are edge, linebackers, cornerback, defensive lineman, and offensive lineman. Right? These are your biggest needs that the Cowboys have. Your top linebackers, so your top defensive ends. Number one is Reuben Bain. Him and his short arms. His 6'2", 263 pounds. Arvell Reese is number 2, and I bet you there's probably more like 1A and 1B. Number 3.
Yeah, because all of the projections I've seen as of late have Reese going ahead of Bain.
They do because
him being in a projection to slide to the
it's because of them
Cowboys.
arms. Because of them arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is though.
He got pterodactyl arms. David Bailey is probably my favorite player on this list at 6'4", 250 and ran a 4.6 40. Akeem Messidor would be, I think Akeem Messidor would be 1 or 2 on this list if he wasn't 28 years old. Cassius Howell, Kedrick Falk, TJ Parker, Anthony Lewis, Gabe Jackson, and Joshua Joseph. Once you get past number 4, Akeem Messidor, there's a drop-off.
Yeah, it's a drop.
And it's a cliff, right? It's a cliff.
Yeah, right.
Reuben Bain is your number 1 player. 6'2", 263, but he got them 30 and 7/8 inch arms.
Yeah. And
he does, we talked about him last week. He does a lot of things well. His motor is out of control. Like the dude is relentless to the ball. He's relentless to the quarterback. He does he's just a good football player. That's what he's a good football player. Just like the Giants, right? So let's say the Giants did just make this trade and they wanted to move up and get Sonny Styles, right? Because that's the whole rumor that they want Sonny Styles. Why would you get rid of the anchor of your defense to bring in Sonny Styles?
So who do you feel like they would have to give up?
I mean, they gave up what they could. The Bengals, as bad as the Giants defense is, and it's really not.
Oh, you're talking about the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Cowboys. I was like, wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
The only reason
I feel you.
I'm about to circle it all back in. The Giants just gave up the anchor to their defense.
Oh yeah.
To potentially get a linebacker.
Right.
The Cowboys' front 4 is the strength of their defense, particularly at the defensive tackle spot. They're strong at defensive tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a linebacker that is, when he's healthy, he's all world.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah.
I think Shamar James is a decent linebacker. He was your leading tackler last year. I think he's good. I do. I think he's good. I think he was out of place in a lot of times last year because of Matt Eberflus's dumbass system. But I think that I tell you what, he better than Kenneth Murray.
Okay.
It ain't hard to be better than
Kenneth. You ain't wrong. But, yeah. You ain't wrong there, but
I think he's better than Kenneth Murray. But I think Shamar James was a player on that defense that was a bright light on a bad defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your defensive ends are going to be your outside linebackers. That's going to rush the quarterback, right? So you have to play Sonny Styles in the middle. At 6'5", 240 pounds. Now with the ends, right? The Cowboys need a pass rush. You got to have somebody. So Bain to me makes sense. If you're going to trade up, I'm going to trade up to get one of these other cats. I'm going to trade up to get Arvell Reese or David Bailey. I'm not trading up to get a linebacker. I'm not doing
it. I wouldn't, fault you for going with Arvell Reese at all. Because,
now, will he be available? Let's say the Cowboys, this whole thing with the Cleveland Browns. You take that 6th pick. You take 6th pick and the 39th pick. and the Cowboys give them 12 and 20. Is that a fair trade?
12 and 20 for which one?
6 and 39.
That'll put you high in the first, and then you get you a decent
High
in the second round too.
But Cleveland gets that would be Cleveland's
But
fourth.
Cleveland gonna be stacking draft picks, man. They just using that shit as currency at this point.
Precisely.
I would say yeah, especially considering the Cowboys' needs and who we were just talking about last week that they was projected to go and get. Yeah, I would. Because that would make Jamar McCoy available in the second round. Well, if somebody don't go out on a limb like they have a tradition of doing and making them a first round, a mid first round pick.
So I was just reading yesterday this article that said that the Cowboys are being urged not to draft Jamar McCoy, period.
And that's somebody that's close to him?
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Because of the uncertainty. And I talked about that for a long time. It's a lot of uncertainty.
I'm telling you, that was not your traditional ACL injury, sir. I saw it live. I saw it, bro. My man tore that shit up. And so it was just like...
It's funny because DBs are next. Jamar McCoy is still the number one corner on the list, followed by Avion, Terrell Mansour, Delane, D'Angelo Pons, Chris Johnson, and Colton Hood. Abney, Brandon Cease, Trayden Stukes, and Devin Moore bring up the rear in the bottom 10. So these are your 10 best corners on this list. At 6'1", 188 pounds, coming off of a serious knee injury 24 months ago. 24 months when the season starts, it'll be 24 months.
Man, that's just how dominant the boy was, though. If he can get back to the way that he played and just the carefree ability that he has, then that is going to make all of the sense in the world. But it's one of those things that you're going to go all in on what? You're going to push all of your chips. No, I understand the stats, but I'm saying, are you willing to go all in on, a mid-round, first-round draft pick?
Define all in.
So look at the teams that's drafting in the middle of the first round.
Okay.
Right? If you go on Jamar McCoy, that means that y'all are going to need immediate cornerback help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That putting him in divisions with, I mean, let's name them. Who needs cornerback help?
So check this out. At 13, so the Cowboys drafted 12, right? At 13, you got the Rams. 14, the Ravens. 15, the Buccaneers. 16, the Jets. 17, Lions. 18, Vikings. 19th, Panthers. And then you come to 20, back to the Cowboys.
I mean, and you just named at least like 6-7 teams that need immediate cornerback need for one reason or another. The Rams specifically, when you got the offensive player of the year coming in that you obviously cannot cover on the back end. So yeah.
Right.
Is he going to be there? You're going to go all in. That's what I'm saying. You're going to go all in on paying this guy what is going to be commanded to pay him for 4 to 5 years on that, super repaired knee that hasn't played in 24 months.
When the season starts, it'll be 24 months.
All in, bro. Especially when you consider Matthew Stafford going to the end of his career, you trying to get over the hump. You got the Super Bowl winner in your division. You're going all in.
Is Jamar McCoy all in?
Yeah, he is in the first round.
I don't think so. I think it. I just to me, and this is my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion.
I
I'm
love
not.
it, but
I'm not bringing another dude in here with a bum knee. You already got one. Why am I gonna bring
that's what
another
I'm saying. That is correct. That's what
Why?
that's exactly my point, though. That is
But the
exactly my point. In the
but the
middle of the
list.
first round, I can't do it. I cannot.
But your second best corner, Avion Terrell, had a bad 40 time. Mansour Delane is widely thought of as probably being the best corner in the draft. D'Angelo Pons is decent. You know, he'll definitely step up and make tackles. Chris Johnson is the wild card. I believe he's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching him play. Now, his competition was lesser because he played at San Diego State. Colton
Right.
Hood was a decent corner. He wasn't
There
terrible.
we go.
Kenneth
See,
Abney
that is where I was about to go with it.
with Colton Hood.
Is you can go, yes, sir. You go on the opposite side of the ball, which while he was there, he was playing with another guy who, I mean, will remain nameless for other reasons, that's detrimental to the team. But he was playing with a decent cornerback play. So they had to force coverage to Colton Hood. He's used to getting overcovered. I mean, overplayed, my bad. Overplayed. So you bring in a guy like that, it has to make plays immediately, and he's used to it being forced by the guy on the other side, being the guy that they're running away from. He's used to that. In the SEC, look at the people he was playing against.
True. I think that you can draft if you let's say the Cowboys do move up, right? Because I think if you don't at that 20th pick, you're gonna reach. I don't think you have a choice but to reach because you are going to draft a second round player that is
you shouldn't get a cornerback at 20. I mean, we've already talked about that.
Right. So should they get one at 12? If they stay where they are.
I mean,
now if
Mansour
Delane,
I would much rather you get no, I can't say that.
If Mansour
At the position of need, I would rather you get a cornerback at 12, but just given the pool that we were just talking about.
If Mansour Delane is available at 12, I draft him. But that is the only corner that I take in number 12. That is it. I'm not taking a dude with a bad knee at 12. I can't do it.
I'm not.
If he's not available at 20, oh well. Then it's going to be a reach.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Right.
But if
I wholeheartedly agree with you on that one.
But if you move up to 6, right? Or let's say you move up into the top 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have choices. I can literally take the best player on the board.
Yeah.
At whatever position that I want. The best player available on the board. I think the best corner will be available at 6, but if David Bailey's there or if Arvell Reese is there, and say the trade with Cleveland happens, if they're there at 6, I'm taking one of them. I have to, right?
Yeah.
Because
pressure,
instant pressure on quarterbacks makes them make bad decisions, and my corners don't have to be fantastic then.
I mean, yeah. You're going to force them to one side of the field the way the Cowboys are set up right now anyway. So if you're putting pressure on them from the middle, then okay, we know that they're going to be flooding opposite DaRon Bland. So, I mean, that makes it kind of easier for your secondary.
I thought about DaRon Bland too because he got bad feet. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, but still, I mean, look again. You gotta look at your opponents. Philly's trying to desperately get rid of AJ Brown. That's gonna lead in with one receiver. Washington, okay. They got Scary Terry. After that, who else? Because
what's his name?
I mean, they let that deal fall through.
I don't know. I don't know about Brandon Ayuk. I don't know what's going on with him. What's his name in New York? Malik Neighbors, he's still coming off of ACL, so he may not be back. He tore his ACL late.
I mean, and then their receiving core after that, who was that? Wandale Robinson? I think
Wandale.
he's even gone.
Wandale still. Wandale
I
can
think
play though.
no, I think Wandale went to the Raiders.
Did he go to the Raiders?
I thought so. I could be wrong, but I don't think that he's there no more. Because when Harbaugh got there, bro, he just started just playing them boys like playing cards. He just started dealing them.
He went to Tennessee.
Tennessee. I know. Yeah, I didn't think he was there no more.
The Giants.
So you done got rid of your best defensive weapon and your best offensive weapon.
Your best healthy offensive weapon.
Healthy offensive weapon.
Yeah, so your receivers right now are Darius Slayton, Calvin Austin, and Jalen Hyatt.
You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why the Cowboys might go out on a limb and draft that, that knee. Because he's giving them time. Look at them receivers, man.
Okay. All right. Your linebackers. These are your best linebackers in the draft. Sonny Styles is number 1. Anthony Hill Jr., Jake Galladay, Josiah Trotter, CJ Allen, Kyle Lewis. Malachi Lawrence, Jashawn Barham, Jacob Rodriguez, and Tyreek Sapp bring up the bottom 5. So Sonny Styles, I mean, he's 6'5", 244 pounds. He ran a 4.6 40.
Hey.
I mean
Scary,
excellent shuttle time. I mean, the dude is a freak athlete, right? He's a freak athlete. He does a lot of things well. Saw him play a couple times. He played extremely well. He lines up in the defensive front. He's the captain of the defense. Instant green stick on his helmet. Discipline sitting through pre and post snap eye candy. Pops and separates from climbing blockers with a crisp punch. He constricts runs by using size, force, and technique. Scrapes quickly to action without losing leverage. Impressive talent for slipping through traffic into tackles. And he's versatile. He's got good versatility and athleticism. And he gains depth and widens flat and above average coverage quickness. So the dude used to be a safety. Of course he can cover. But his weaknesses are his recognizing of blocking schemes needs more work. He can't afford to crank up the urgency at times. He shows re-accelerate on stop and start slow to re-accelerate on stop and start movements. Tight hips to prevent fluid change of direction from downhill flow. Inconsistent shading zone drops the quarterback's eyes, and average instincts and physicality as a blitzer. So there goes that whole pass rush theory, right? You can't do that.
Well, those bottom 4 is all the same thing. Once you loosen up his hips, man, it's gonna be downhill from there. Once the NFL has a chance to analyze this guy and they get in there and they listen, all you gotta do is put that boy in some running back drills and get his hips loose.
Shakira told you a long time ago, boy, the hips don't lie. They don't lie. The boy's stiff. You understand what I'm saying? He's stiff. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But this is the guy. There are some names on this list that I just think are better linebackers than he is. I think Anthony Hill is a better linebacker than he is. My bad. I hit the wrong screen. I think Anthony Hill is a better linebacker than he is. I think Jake Galladay and Josiah Trotter, I can't see that happening. I'm definitely not drafting. I can't draft a dude from Missouri that high.
He getting drafted off his name.
Listen, the highest grade at the combine was Jacob Rodriguez. You have a defense, right? You have a defense.
That's what I was going to say, boy. You better go down there and get that boy.
With David Bailey on that defense, you have that guy, and David Bailey wasn't even the best player on that defense. Jacob Rodriguez was. You see what I'm saying? This is why I move up. I go get a defensive end at number 6. If I make this trade with Cleveland, I get an end at 6. I can get Jacob Rodriguez at 39.
Yeah.
And
because everybody else has him on a day 2 pick anyway.
You see what I'm saying? I can get him, or I can get Anthony Hill Jr. at number 9, at number 39. He might be there, right? But if you keep 12 and 20, you are absolutely taking one of those 2 dudes at number 20, and I think that that's too high for them.
Fully. honestly, for the players of need for the Cowboys, I don't see a player that they should pick that high at the bottom of the first round for all of the players that they need.
Unless you're gonna take an offensive
Cornerbacks.
lineman.
Here's the problem with that.
It's on there
They
as
gonna
a
be
position
gone.
of need. I don't
It's
think
gonna
they
be
will be.
gone.
There's so many defensive players in this draft that are in the top 15. I think that player will be there at 20 if you think that offensive line is something you need that bad. I personally don't think, because I think you can fix the offensive line by making one move, and we talked about it last show.
Yeah.
We did. I
I
think that
mean, I mean, that will make it more. That will make it easier for you to deal
Yes.
with in round 3
or 4.
4. Yeah.
Right? All I need to do is get a guard. Guards come. There's plenty of guards. Tackle is your area where you need improvement, right? And I think if you just take Terrence Steele out of the equation, move your all-world guard to tackle, because he can be an all-world tackle too, and move Tyler Guyton back to his natural position at right tackle, go find you a guard, and I think you solidified on your offensive line. And you don't even have to worry about that in the draft. That takes that whole need off the board.
Right. Because you do got other holes.
Yes.
And the talent pool is so top heavy.
Yes. You need a solid corner. Why not go get Muhammad in the 3rd round or the 4th round? He'll be there. Dallas boy too. Why not just go get him? I can't even fathom drafting another dude with a bum knee.
No, I can't, man. And we've talked to this ad nauseum, but Jamar is my boy. I love him to death. Love the program he come from and all of that. But as far as the business of drafting football players go and stacking a roster, I cannot, especially considering the financial implications of you being in the first round. I cannot let that be a first round pick, man.
No, I cannot. Not again. I thought Siobhan Reveal last year I think he got drafted in the 3rd round. I thought that was 2nd round. I thought that was too high too. This dude was fresh off an ACL injury, and you knew you weren't gonna get him back to like week 8 or week 9.
Right. And
then
it takes some confidence building period, man. You ain't fixing to just jump out there after you've been the last time you was on the field, you ripped your knee up. So yeah, the confidence and stuff. And for anybody that has played football, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Coming off of a decent injury, you know that it takes a little bit of mentality to get out there and kind of test the wall. Even after you've done everything that you used to do in practice, in the game, you just like it's kind of still kind of touch and go, because you know that the player on the other side of the ball is moving 110%. So you got to be ready to, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm out here. The last time I was on this field, I got toe up. So
you can't simulate game speed. You can't do it. So all the drills, everything that this dude has been through, he hasn't played in no game in 2 years.
I cannot. I see the same thing about Deshaun Watson though. I cannot, bro. I cannot.
Deshaun Watson make a lot of money. His ass gonna play. He ain't got.
I mean, that money shit, man. Cleveland is known for throwing money out of a window, dog. That ain't shit.
That's all guaranteed money.
Yeah, they known for throwing money out of windows, man. Come on now.
Listen, I'm lining up IG models, whatever he need.
Yeah,
because he about to be the quarterback. He about to be him. What up, man? Down. But yes, I listen. With these 3 positions, right? The only one that I think is an absolute necessity, right? That I'm gonna move up I'm gonna move up in the draft and I'm gonna go get a defensive end. And that's it. If I'm scared of Ruben Baines' short arms, and I don't think he's gonna be there at 12.
You better pull the hammer and let that boy go.
And listen, I don't have a problem with his short arms. I see
him and his short ass arms. Hey, I done already told you how I feel about them arms, boy. He done developed his skill set. Now that is gonna be a topic of conversation when he gets to the pros and they ask him to do some other stuff, and trying to expand his repertoire or whatever. But as far as him being an effective pass rusher, man, you better let that boy go.
I agree, but if I'm going to move up, let's say this whole Cleveland thing happens, or there's Arizona talk moving up at 3. I'm taking the defensive end. I'm not taking Sonny Styles at linebacker. I'm taking the defensive end. I have to. I can get my linebacker in the second round.
Yeah, but that's like we've already noted. That drop off is the whole draft is like that on the defensive side of the ball, though.
But I don't think the drop off at linebacker is as severe as it is at defensive end. These dudes on this linebacker list can play. Anthony Hill can play. Galladay and Trotter, even though I don't think very much of them dudes can play. C.J. Allen can play. Malachi Lawrence can play. Kyle Lewis is decent. Barham is okay. I ain't drafting no Michigan defensive players if I'm the Cowboys ever in life again. I ain't doing that shit again. Never. Right? But Jacob Rodriguez and Tyreek Sapp can absolutely ball. Them cats can fill holes and play. They can play. The drop off with these cats, the drop off with these cats ain't bad. The drop off here at defensive end is severe. Once you get past these top 4, and Cassius Howard, man, listen, he ain't Myles Garrett. I tell you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keldrick Falk Keldrick Falk is nothing more than Rashawn Gary. That's all he is. He's a big dude that's going to set an edge. That's what he's going to do. As far as getting after the quarterback, he's not that guy. That's not what he does. That's not what he does. We have the edge setter now. He's there. And if you choose to bring what's his name back too? Clowney. If you choose to bring him back, Clowney is an edge setter. Clowney don't really get after the quarterback like that. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he was your sack leader with 5 sacks last year. That's what he does. He sets edges. So if you get down to where you got to draft Falk, then you're not doing nothing but setting a bunch of edges on your defense. I need somebody
trying to funnel everybody inside.
Precisely, and let these defensive tackles eat. I get it, but I need somebody that's scary. And I think with those top 4, you get a scary dude. After that, you don't get that. You don't. And Bain is kind of questionable because he's a really good edge setter too, but he got a nice motor. He get after the quarterback. He don't have very many pass rush moves. He's definitely not Micah Parsons. You understand what I'm saying? But he gets after the quarterback. He's just relentless. He got a high motor, won't stop.
So here's my thing with Bain, right? Are we gonna have the problem with him over pursuing and being being the subject of a reverse? Being sucked down inside because you couldn't,
That's what my outside linebackers are for. That's what they're for. We're playing a 3-4. That's what they're for. Your job is to get after the quarterback. That's it. That's all I need you to do.
Okay.
Simple.
I don't know, man. If you're going that high, though, I feel like your intangibles should push you to be better than just, that's your job. If I'm taking you at the top end of the first round, bro, I'm gonna need for you to be something more than just a linebacker.
I need you to be a defensive end that other offenses have to plan for. That's what I need you to do.
Right.
That's all I need you to do. I need them to say, hey, we're gonna have to leave this back in the backfield because our quarterback is under extreme duress as soon as this dude steps on the field. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. And I think the top 4 can give you that. They have the potential to give you that. I think after that, you don't have that. I don't
know. I think I don't know. Some of that might be system dependent too, though.
Keldrick Falk, does Cassius Howard scare you?
Nah, I can't say that, man. I mean, you ain't wrong about the second. What is this? 2/3 of the roster there, but
Yes.
no, I kind of feel the same way about the cornerbacks, though.
The
I
corners,
mean, the
the
drop
corner.
off.
Listen, the corners ain't much better because Avion Terrell, what he run, a 4.5, 6.40, something like that.
Man, all over that defense, which is all of their positions of need. That's what I'm saying. You got to pick your poison.
I think the best corner, other than the top two, is probably Chris Johnson from San Diego State.
And then you're gonna roll the dice with him coming out of small school, hoping that it holds up.
Lesser competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
He played at San Diego State, but he's good. He's good. But these linebackers, I can go 1 through 8, and I get a dude that's gonna fill holes and make tackles. Even though I personally might not like some of them, they do. They play football. But I think that I can let Sonny Styles walk. I think I can let him go, right? And I can get somebody that's going to be just as good in the second round. They may not be 6'5", 240 and run a 4.46. You understand what I'm saying? But Jacob Rodriguez, he played like he's 6'5", 240 and run a 4.6. The dude is around the ball. Every pass plays and runs. The dude is around the ball. He always got his head in there making plays.
I like the Rodriguez pick, bro. I like it. I like it a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So if you gonna do this wheeling and dealing, because you know Jared loved the theatrics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially on draft.
Splash.
If you gonna wheel and deal, if I'm going to take this Cleveland deal, this big rumor that's going around, and I'm gonna move up to 6, I'm taking the defensive end, and then I'm trading. I get that 39th pick, and that's where I take my linebacker. If I move up to 6, the Giants can have Sonny Styles at 5 or 10. It's cool. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to get me a linebacker at 39 that's going to do the same thing that dude is going to do. Maybe better.
Yeah, but is he going to have the impact that Sonny Styles is going to have on the Giants? You got to remember, for the Cowboys, that's a rival, dog.
They just got rid of the player that would keep Sonny Styles clean.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
They just got rid of him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think his impact will be just as good because you can't – the Cowboys didn't get rid of Kenny Grant or
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark or Quentin Johnson.
Garrett. Oh, Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams. Excuse me. My bad. I'm all over the place today.
But, yeah, no.
They didn't get rid of them. So whoever playing in the middle going to be clean. All you got to do is fill holes and make tackles. And I think Anthony Hill or Jacob Rodriguez can do that for you.
And who's the OC up there in New York?
Who cares? Who cares? They suck anyway. I'm not worried about them. Scatterboot broken. I don't like your quarterback. I think
I really don't. I don't. I think he's overdone. Dart is a hothead. You know,
he's okay.
Quasi superstar.
He's okay.
I mean, I have a comp, but people around here ain't gonna like it. Talking about Bo Nick's ass.
I knew who you were talking about.
Man. I view them two guys as pretty much the same quarterback, dude.
Listen, the Washington is not scary. The Eagles are in such disarray. You understand what I'm saying? That they don't even like each other no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. It's there for them. It's there for the taking.
If you're gonna fix it now. You understand what I'm saying?
Fix it now. Yeah.
Dak's window is smaller and smaller. Fix it now, right? Before you have to just blow the whole thing up.
Shit, Javonte Williams is holding on to his health by a thread.
No, you're not a Javonte fan, but Javonte had a good season last year. You got 1 year. You got 1 year with George Pickens. We ain't even talk about
that's it. I mean,
you got 1 year.
Listen, I was holding my offensive cards. I was just gonna let you fire off on the defense because the defense need work. But you know, my sneaky pick is the Cowboys saying what you got? You at 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go get Mekhi Lemon. Let George Pickens go next year.
Their defense needs so much help if they draft a wide
I know
receiver.
it. That's the reason why I didn't even bring it up. I was like, it's too. I mean, but that's some Cowboys type stuff. Just the splash, just the headline of it, and it just the offense of it. The Cowboys love offense, man. Let's be
You
honest.
can't. I don't think that you'll be able to afford
No,
Pickens next year unless he takes a discount.
no, Pickens ain't taking no discount. He's doing all of this for more money, bro. He's going to try and become a number one at some other organization that ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So what if the Cleveland Browns say, "I'll give you 6 and 39 for 12 and George Pickens"?
They jumping on it. And for Cleveland, I would jump on it because Shador gonna need a receiver. Get it.
So would you take that receiver at 20?
For the Cowboys?
If they say
if we make that trade and give George Pickens to Cleveland, yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
You give me 12 and George Pickens, and I'll give you 6 and 39. So you keep 20.
Yeah, I take that receiver at 20. Because you're gonna need your 2 now.
Yeah.
I would definitely take that receiver at 20. Yeah, especially with this receiving class. Oh yeah,
it's not that strong.
Cause look, can you imagine having CeeDee Lamb that'll get open anywhere, and then a person like I don't know, somebody that you can sit down in the slot like KC Concepcion that'll be there at 20 as your underneath guy, your little scat guy.
Don't you
gadget dude?
Don't you have that with Turpin?
Man, you gonna need Turpin to stretch the field.
Okay, your top receivers.
Turpin is gonna end up turning into Tyreek Hill for me.
Your top receivers in this draft are Mekhi Lemon, Omar Cooper from Indiana, Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, Denzel Boston from Washington, and Carnell Tate.
Yep.
And the only reason Carnell Tate dropped down so far is because his 40 time wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I think he ran.
I don't care about 40 times, man. 40 times ain't shit. It's the game tape. What do you look like on tape? Can you separate?
You watch Carnell Tate play at Ohio State, and he cold.
Yeah.
I don't care if he ran a 4.54. I don't care about that. I watched the dude play football. Jerry Rice ran a 4.6.
100%.
You feel me? KC Concepcion is number 6. Zachariah Branch from Georgia is 7. Chris Brazzell the 3rd.
Now no more.
Who you think?
Man, buddy got to get out of jail first, bro.
That sucks.
Shoot, bro. Branch gonna mess around and rugs it.
But there's some receivers on the bottom. I mean, that on the bottom. I watched.
But that's my point, though. I think that KC Concepcion is going to be kind of that top of that second tier. Because do I think that he's going to be the top 4? No, but he's going to be at the top of that second tier.
Now he can blow the roof off the defense. But do you line him up? Do you line him up as your number 2 receiver? Because you need a number 2 receiver. He's 5'11", 190 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's your number 2 receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with it. Because I mean, we've seen that footprint before. We've seen that guy turn into, like I said, I envision Kevontae Turpin turning into Tyreek Hill, so it's not unknown to put a slot receiver out and make him a flanker and just let him blow the tops off defenses and allow your another similar guy to run in underneath and make all kinds of plays. That's Kansas City all day long.
Yeah. That's how they play it. I think that George Pickens' window is closing. I wouldn't be objected to trading him, right? You survived without him before. Yeah. You had a top 5 offense before he got there.
Listen, I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing with Javonte Williams. I'm maximizing a good season. right? I mean, hell,
Is running back out of the question?
No. Especially if you're going to go up that high and a certain somebody drop that low. Can you imagine that? Huh.
Oh, man.
I mean, we've seen crazier shit before in the NFL draft, man. Can you imagine in a world where the Cowboys is lining up at, what are we talking about? The number 10 pick right now? No. We was talking about the number 6.
Yeah, moving up to 6.
Yeah, getting it from Cleveland and to get up to 6. Can you imagine if Jeremiah Love's there at 6 and you put him back there with Dak? Man, go on, bro.
It don't help your defense. That defense,
man, don't nobody give a shit about no defense, bro. Can you imagine a world where Jerry is selling out? Listen, Jerry World is sold out for the next 3 seasons, for the next 4 seasons, immediately. They gonna come and watch the 1,000 points that the Cowboys is gonna put up on somebody. And yeah, they might give up 900. But I mean, championships have been won on less. And that's what the Cowboys is gonna base it on. He's a Schottenheimer, dog. Come on now.
They don't fix this damn defense, man.
I get it. Listen, we on the same page, but come on now. Think about who your coach is, think about who your owner is, and think about the player that is actually there. The consensus best player in the draft could potentially be yours for the low price of a trade with Cleveland. Man, go.
Bro. That would cause a splash. And Jerry is all about the splash.
He is about the splash.
For sure. All right, man. What we got next? What we got? We got offensive linemen. And defensive
trenches.
Linemen.
Yes, next. Sir.
So we need to do that on Tuesday, and then we'll go first round of the draft on Thursday. It's
Thursday.
It's interesting, and if they don't move, I just think that 20th pick could potentially.
That 20th pick is awkward. Yeah,
it could be a reach.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. One of them 2 first-round picks needs to go somewhere. Either 12 needs to go up or 20 needs to go down. But one of them needs to go somewhere.
12 is such an awkward place to be as well. It is. Because what you really, really need may not be there.
Right.
Now, if one of them ends drop to 12, then you look like a genius. But I don't know.
At that point, I mean,
depending
on the first 5 picks, I think you can kind of start to gauge where you're at.
I think after 5,
by the time
I think after 5, that's when you're gonna see them on the phone.
That's what I'm saying. Because at that 6, which is Cleveland, if the 5 done moved in a certain manner and they feel like they can't wait until 12, then they'll be on the phone. Right? And that means that 20 should be going down.
You hope. Because listen, I think the whole thing with Cleveland with 6 and 39, I think that is an excellent move. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you 2 first-round picks, and you swap first with me, and give me your second, and we good. You get what you want. Yeah, Cleveland gets everything they want then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like they
can go up in there and get that big tackle that they need.
You can get whatever you need.
Them one's gonna get them a damn tackle. They gonna get what's on boy name from Alabama, Caden Proctor.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna have to get everything you need to keep Deshaun Watson upright.
You on that one, huh? Come on, man. Rock with the local boy, man.
Listen, I think Shador should be the quarterback, but Deshaun Watson makes it, man, you're not putting that much money on the sideline. I'm telling you, you're not doing it.
Cleveland is known for throwing it out a window.
Come on, man. I don't disagree with you, but yeah,
Where is OBJ at? I'm gonna need for OBJ to tune in, man. I'm gonna need for you to pipe in on how Cleveland love to dump that cash out the window.
they saying 2026 new year, new me, dog. I'm not doing that no more. Okay. But with Deshaun Watson, you can't trade him. There ain't nobody picking up that shit.
Ain't nobody picking that up.
No,
for the same reason as we were just talking about with Jamal McCoy's knees. And we talking about an Achilles, man. Even fucking Iron Man, Superman, Aaron Rodgers couldn't come off that Achilles like that.
The thing about his Achilles, though, is that he wasn't good before the Achilles injury anyway.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Ever since he wasn't allowed to see them Instagram models no more, he ain't been good.
Not the Instagram.
It is what it is. All right, offensive and defensive line on Tuesday, draft on Thursday.
In the trenches, and let's go get it.
All right, man. It should be fun. I got a lot of interesting opinions about these offensive linemen too. I really could care less.
You moving around like chess pieces.
Listen, I could care less. I can fix it. I can fix it for you. Right? You can get a guard in the third round and be just fine. As long as your first two picks of defense, you can get a guard in the third round, and your offensive line woes are done. All you got to do is send Terrence Steele packing. That's it.
Who gonna win?
Who cares?
You gotta find a trade partner. You just gonna cut him? You gonna cut him?
Cincinnati Bengals taking. Cincinnati Bengals. Hey. You just gotta tell him that the game film is a lie. This dude is really good. But man,
the rumor is he's really good. Don't worry about what his tape says.
Don't worry about what the game film showed you last year. This dude is really good. That's all you gotta do. Man, I don't think you can get that dude away right now. I don't. But again, that's another guy. You paid him a lot of money. He restructured this year, but you paid him a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. But anywho, okay. Tuesday, offensive and defensive line. And Thursday, it's go time. And we'll see what they do.
Sir.
We'll see what they do. Okay, everybody. Everybody's still here. Appreciate y'all sticking in, man. If you haven't done it yet, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for these offensive and defensive linemen. We'll talk through them. And then on Thursday night, probably about 6:50, we'll come on. And then we'll just go straight through the first round. The day 2 and day 3, I ain't worried about. Listen, that's too long. But day 1, potentially, a lot of people think that this is going to be like the busiest trade ever, the busiest draft ever, just with trades, just people moving up and down,
Probably.
up and down.
Yeah,
it could
cards.
It could be interesting. It could be interesting. But all right, man, save the dates. Tuesday and Thursday should be fun. All right, y'all. Cowboy C3, man, with my boy DJ. Yep, we'll see y'all on Tuesday. Talk about these offensive and defensive linemen. And then, we'll see you on Thursday as well. All right, Cowboy C3, I'll see y'all later. Peace.